everybody's excited about Outlander. I picked it as my #1 show of 2014. It was that exciting.
Generally speaking,
and your role, as we know from the books, is going to be expanding pretty quickly here.
Yeah.
So what can you tease is going on with her? We got the trials coming up.
Yeah, so Gayless in the first chunk of the first season, you've seen, that she can be kind of playful, and there's probably stuff going on that you don't know about behind the scenes. And then there's a lot that's going to be revealed, especially episode 11, I believe. And it was so much fun to shoot that. But yeah, you're going to see sides of her that you haven't seen before, and it's going to be pretty wicked.
Well, they hinted that witchcraft could be kind of an element to the show. I mean, they got time travel after all. So would you describe maybe she's got some special abilities?
Sorry, was that?
Does your character have some special abilities along those lines?
There's Gayless does have special abilities. I think there's also something really human that comes out, even though, she likes to play around and she's really coy and stuff, but she does have a friendship with Claire, and at some point there's a little bit of a, tension there, and so they're being put under a lot of pressure, so, and the way she then acts out is kind of really interesting. So, I mean, I haven't seen anything myself. It was just awesome to play those scenes, so I'm excited to see it.
Were you a little worried when you got cast in this role, like, oh my god, you're going to do what to me? I'm going to do, that sounds crazy.
I'm going to what?
Well, they're doing so many crazy things with your character, some of it's kind of extreme. Were you at all worried about it when you read about it?
I was not worried. I was mostly really honored and excited when I got the part, because obviously you want to do all those things. It's an actor's dream to do the wicked stuff and the unexpected stuff and to play a colorful character. So, I mean, I wear red shoes in real life, as Gayless does. So, yeah, I totally resonated with the character. Although Gayless does go a lot further than I would in real life in certain aspects in certain areas of her life. So, but she's feisty. She's determined and feisty. She's got a passion.
Well, I could never quite clearly determine if she had an altruistic motive for wanting to befriend Claire, or if she just genuinely was seeking like a friendship.
I think she wanted to be friends with Claire, but there's also a reason. Gayless never does anything just for one reason. She's always on a mission, so there's definitely that going on too.
Well, it always struck me that she might be a little lonely, and she just needed somebody to really bond with.
Well, yeah, as you've seen the world of Outlander, it's mostly men. It's it's a very typical way they live. The men kind of determine what happens and what doesn't happen. And not to say that women aren't powerful then, but it takes a certain woman to sort of, hold their position in that world. And yeah, I think Gayless was really happy to have a new friend in that world, and somebody who also needed a friend. So that totally made sense that they became frenemies.
Do you think she suspected from the get-go that Claire didn't really belong in that time?
Well, yeah, I mean, as far as I know, Gayless knows. Like, she knows what's going on. She knows what the deal is. The only thing she needs to do is kind of like reaffirm it, but she definitely, she knows. She has a knowing about it.
She does. That's kind of the fun thing about it. She's got her own secrets, and she seems to know everybody else's secrets, too.
Yes. Yeah, it's all about secrets.
Well, are we going to get to see a scene with her and Jamie? Gayless and Jamie?
There is a scene with Gayless and Jamie.
So I took a little look.
I don't believe so.
Too close to it.
You're like talking to writers about that, right? Saying there's something wrong, you got to put me in a scene there.
Well, that should happen at some point, for sure. I mean, it cannot not happen, but obviously when Jamie finds out what's going on and, the danger Claire is being put in because of Gayless, he's very protective of Claire. Yeah, because he's a gentleman and he's he loves her, so that totally makes sense. Yeah.
So you're going to be bringing extra, like, biscuits and things to the writers going, that scene's going to happen, right?
Who says that didn't already happen?
Big tease there. All right, for the fans, what would you like to tease for them to expect coming up when the show returns?
So, as you've started to watch the show in the first 8 episodes, the first half of the first season, you kind of know what's going on in that world. You become part of that world, and you become familiar with the characters, and once you think you know them, you actually turn out to not know them at all. So, get ready.
Get ready. The little masks are coming off.
That's right.
That's cool.
Especially Gayless's. So.